So a number of our friends and various people have asked for a tour of the EarthRoamer and what it looks like inside. I'll go ahead and kind of combine that with what the e-bike rack looks like installed. So we'll go in and take a quick tour here, quick nickel tour. So starting over here by the entry door, there's the entry door and steps that come out of the side of the rig. Here is a stack of drawers that we use to store various things that we have, pots, pans, those kind of things, Tupperware, that kind of stuff. So we keep that in these nice 6 drawers that stack. This actually is a bar lock as well, so it keeps all those from being able to come out when we're on off-road. Part of the electrical sub-panel here, this controls the mode of the steps, whether they come in and out with the door, whether they stay out. This is our perimeter lighting here, the driver's side, the rear, and the passenger side perimeter lighting, so you can see all the way around the rig. This is an antenna for our Wi-Fi system installed back here. We have a mobile cellular Wi-Fi system, a MoFi 4500 system. So that has 2 different antenna options. One is an internal omnidirectional. The other one is a dual Yagi that I have installed and have a detailed video that you could check out on YouTube if you're interested. It can go up on a 12-foot pole that's mounted up on the roof. It tilts up and rotates 360 degrees, so we can get pulling signals that are much weaker and farther away. So this is a selector switch to be able to go between internal and external antennas. This is just in-out for our awning. We have a side awning over here that we can deploy when we want to block sun or rain, that kind of thing. And then this is just controls for our internal compressor AC unit. Now I say compressor because we also have an evaporative cooler that we typically use as long as we're in drier climates. I can show you, I guess I'm going to go on here. This is a control for our outdoor shower that's over here along the side of the vehicle. So you can, from the steps, you can plug in a external shower here, a wash down system here, and control it from this this control right here. So that's that. Oh, the obligatory beer bottle opener. Although we've gone almost completely cans. We like the cans a whole lot better for overlanding. They're much more compact and easier to store, better for the environment, so we don't really use this anymore. Alright, moving around. This is the closet. I don't really know what all's in here. Yeah, a bunch of stuff, not very organized at this point. But anyway, nice big closet for clothing and the like. This is our wet bath. So you can actually take these 2 doors with this hinge and you can close it up like that. Not sure if you can see that, but makes a bigger shower area. But you got a toilet here, and it's a cassette toilet, so 5-gallon toilet, pulls out the side. You've got a small itty bitty tiny sink here. This is the shower unit that can go up like that, and a curtain pulls across the doorway here, and you have a nice hot shower. The water gets heated by the truck when it's running, as well as it has an internal hydronic diesel fired water heater. And we have a medicine cabinet here, fan up there, and tiny but functional. But What else? Pantries. So these are dual pantries here, slide outs that we store food in. So they come out like that, and this is usually where we store our wine and our coffee and spices, that kind of stuff. And the lower one's pretty much the same, but it makes for a decent amount of storage space. This is our refrigerator freezer, so it's pretty large for a rig like this, and we can get a number of days worth of food in it, which is good. It also has a decent sized freezer, so you can store quite a bit of frozen food in there as well. Up here is a kind of a cool little appliance. It's a sharp carousel convection microwave, so you can do convection cooking of your morning cinnamon rolls, that kind of stuff you can do in here, cookies. We baked a turkey in there at Thanksgiving once, and then you can do your normal microwave functions in it as well. So that's what that looks like. And other parts of the kitchen. So we have a nice big sink here, and it also has a pull-out soap dispenser. This is dual filtered water, so we can put some pretty nasty water in the tank if you needed to, and with proper chlorination filtration you can get good water out of that. This is our coffee bar. We weren't really happy with the one that EarthRoamer had in here, so we did our own. We built this cabinet here, put in an espresso with a milk frother, and yeah, we like that. Morning coffee, absolute must. This is a cutting board that we have. There's a number of cutting boards. One of them also stored underneath here that pulls out, that fits over the sink top as well, but we usually just use this one. And then this one comes off. We put this on there. We put these dual pins on there. And then this, I'm not sure where my camera's pointing here, but anyway, this is a True Induction brand induction stove that we really like. It's super fast. We had to make some changes to our pans and things, and swap this out for induction compatible ones, but it's great. We had a diesel stove here before that we had a real love-hate relationship for it, mostly hate, so we got rid of it and put in the induction. And let's see, so this is pull out trash and various stuff stored under here. We actually have a water meter here that keeps track of all the water that flows through our filters, so that when we know when to change out our filters, and we can also keep track of how much water we're using. It's one way we do it anyway. Let's see, what else? So this is seating area here, and seating area over here, and also this makes out into a bed across here, and believe it or not, our 6'4" and 6 foot boys, or two boys, can actually sleep here. It's a little bit tight. They complain about it, but it's possible. And but when it's just Ruth and I, it has a nice countertop here, so you can see that once you have that pulled out, you've got a nice prep area here as well as cooking area here, so we use it a lot for that. This is our pull-out table. So this comes out here, and you can either use it just like this, or you can fan it out, and then when you have both the sides set up here, you can have a comfortable area for 4 people to sit and eat. So that's that. I have a chestnut camera here, so I'm not sure exactly what all you're seeing all the time, but it's easier than holding it in my hand. All right, so Oh, the windows. Windows are kind of cool. These are dual pane polycarbonate windows that catch there, oops, went too far, or there, pretty much straight out, which is nice. And if there are bugs around, you can do that and have a nice, this is a no-seam screen that we put in. And then if at night you want to black out everything, you want to do stealth camping, or just because you want a nice dark environment, you can put this up. And these are foil backed, heat reflective blackout screens, and you can make this place completely totally black to where you don't know whether it's day or night, which is nice. Alright, so that's that, and there's a window like it, a little bit smaller one on this side, but it does all the same things. And let's see what else we got. We've got our weather station up here, so we've got an external sensor for humidity and temperature, as well as internals, and it gives us that information here. We have two monitors. There's a monitor here and a monitor above the bed there. We don't watch a lot of television, but they are smart TVs. They're Wi-Fi enabled, and mostly use them for photo editing and video editing. But if you get stuck in the camper all day when it's raining or snowing or whatever, they can also be used for streaming your favorite Netflix movies if you want. And these pull out, so like that. So they're on an arm that allows you to pull them out of this box and arrange them in any way that you want. So if we wanted to sit down in this seat over here and watch something over there, you can do that. And they tuck away in their location like so. All right, what else? Oh, this is our little remote for the TVs. And we have, as I mentioned before, we have the MoFi mobile Wi-Fi setup. So as long as we're in range of a cell signal or of somebody else's Wi-Fi, we can tap into that and stream to either one of these devices. All right, so there is our electrical panel. This is the DC panel for controlling circuit breakers for all the DC stuff. This is our inverter charger. This is our BMS battery monitoring system. This is for everything AC related. This is our Blue Sea water monitor, so it's ultrasonic sensors that monitor gray water levels and freshwater levels. This is our fantastic vent control up here, and that's this device, which is fantastic, as the name implies. It's great to really be able to move a lot of air from either of the windows and out, or you can bring cool air in as well. And there's another vent, a hatch above the bed. This is a very large hatch that allows you to get out on the roof, or just open it up if you want to have a view to the skies at night up there. This is our air heater. It's a diesel fired furnace that you can be in pretty much any temperature in this thing and turn this on and be nice and warm and toasty under any conditions pretty much. This is our hydronic heater, so this is also a diesel fired heater. It serves to heat water for doing dishes or taking a shower or whatever, but also if it's really, really cold and you want to preheat the oil in the engine, you can turn this on and it circulates water up through the oil cooler, which then becomes an oil heater and allows you to heat the engine up before you start it if it's really cold. So that's that. This is pretty much a king-size bed, slightly under the size of a king-size bed, but pretty comfortable. And there's a couple windows. We like to sleep this way with the length of the vehicle so that we can get up and not be tripping over each other. And then also there's two windows up front there that pop out. Actually, they're the same as these side windows. They have blackouts and screens, and they flip out. So you can open those up and have a nice breeze coming in right at your head, which is kind of nice. And then we have various lighting up here, as well as additional storage on the side, and a shelf up here. Sorry if the camera is kind of crazy. I'm not sure exactly where it's pointing all the time. But all right. So what else? Oh, you can also put in this block out. So this is talk about this just a little bit. This is the T-slot, as you can see, T-slot that is cut out by EarthRoamer, that goes between the camper area to the crew cab area to the driver passenger seat area. So it's a full walkthrough that you can get through from the front to the back. For security reasons, you don't have to get outside in order to get in the driver's seat and go, but also if the weather's really bad and you don't want to get outside, then you can pull into your campsite and walk back and not be all wet or whatever it is. And then, let's see, if you want to block this out for both temperature and light and all that, you can put that pad there. You can pull these curtains closed, and they're pretty heavy duty vinyl curtains, so it blocks out, keeps the heat in there or the cold in there, and allows you to control the temperature of this room a little bit better. So that's that. What else? I think that's it in here. You know, you can see all this stuff on the EarthRoamer website as well, but it's a little unique to each individual rig, and we've made a number of changes on this particular one.